what do we need Partey for? What is Partey coming to do?
No. At this stage, Barca move is not good for Partey.
Fair enough.
They don't put the Spanish boys on the bench and play him, even though he's better.
A transfer happening.
He's better, but
inquiries. But even in Atletico Madrid, who is he going to bench?
You.
I think this will be. Koki has extended his contract, but I think this should be his last season.
So next season should be his last season. The lucky thing is that the happening is that
go back to
teams have made inquiries. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, 2 clubs from Turkey.
Okay.
I think Juventus will suit him.
So Partey has options.
Yeah.
And these are factual.
Saudi Arabia today.
Yes.
Me, they support the money.
So when I made a post, the Barca fans were like, no, he's not coming, bro. It's inquiries that has just been made. He's a free player.
Yeah.
Anybody can talk to Partey now.
After midnight.
Anyway, 1st July, good. Yeah, you see. So, I mean, let's see the plans the clubs will offer, will table him. But for me, Juventus, and even if Gala is coming, I don't think he should. I'll prefer him go to chop money than even go to Turkey. But Turkey, we won't watch you, Thomas Partey.
Yeah. Even Turkey, they can make it go south.
Yeah, let's go to south. So Juventus is making sense. Some of us are trying to do the Madrid push for him. We know it won't work, but I mean, it's.
But he'll walk into that Madrid midfield.
We've all said that. We've all agreed.
They are not even eyeing him.
No, but Juve are not the old Juve of before. You know, that's the problem with Juve.
But Partey can go there and I mean do
lift
something.
them up. Yeah,
do
that
something.
one is true.
Do something. At least we'll watch him at Juventus. So
Ellie,
so
you make quiet because he be your player. Because he be your player.
Because they've not been fair to him.
No. That's not true. I think because I have the.
I need to respond.
No. So first of all, Ajo. For those of you who don't know, Ajo is the Pantine Fabrizio.
Tell them, bro.
So he has the stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So what was causing the drag in Partey's contract issues?
First of all, Arsenal has really tried for Thomas Partey.
Yes, we agree.
Really
so
tried.
why can't they agree?
Because Partey went to ask for more money.
No, but if there's a contract extension, naturally, it will come with a raise.
The money he asked for, they don't want to give him. And they also felt like when he had issues off the field, they were there for him. So whatever we are offering you, you should take. And Tourage were like, no, they won't take that money.
So were they offering the same amount of money?
No, they increased, but he was not okay with what they were offering him. And now because Partey,
he felt like he wanted more.
Yes, he wanted more. He even deserves more. Thomas has been there for four years plus, so he deserved more. Because it happened to him at Atletico Madrid, something similar, under the same sporting director. So he felt like you should give him more and I'll stay for you. He also felt like this is what you deserve. We've really helped you some stuff, so get this and stay. And he's like, no, he won't take that. So he has left and they've gone in for somebody from Brighton. So Partey is
but the no-guard guy, are they sure he can do it?
That means Partey was demanding close to 300,000.
I mean, his current salary.
Any other team you move apart from Saudi, I'm not sure any other team will give him 300,000.
I'm
not sure any other team.
But he's currently earning 200,000.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
250 will make sense.
Okay, 250. That's right. But if it was 300,000, I'm not sure any other team.
We can't tell the numbers.
Any other team will give him 300,000.
We can't mention.
No, but they did the numbers. They did the numbers, and he's actually better than Norgard and even.
Oh, Norgard, Charlie, forget.
I mean, yes.
Norgard, they say be throwing expert.
Let me see it.
But you people too, you make Partey, they take throwing for us.
Actually, so they make expert throwing expert.
Partey is an important player for us now.
There's no doubt about it.
We all know this. So if he's asking for something that is close to what he feels he deserves, maybe you should give to him back.
So let's just theoretically, if this was Declan Rice, they'll give him the money, right?
Of course. Okay. Maybe, you see, I don't know.
Is it because he's younger?
If you ask 10 Arsenal fans, Partey and Rice, who is more important? I think it will split. I don't know.
It will divide opinion.
Yeah, it will split. So, but he's English, so the English tax always works for this boy. So,
Ellie, we want to hear from you before we revert to the game. Game has restarted. It's 47 minutes played, so 2 minutes of the second half played, and Inter Milan, I think the instruction now is to shoot from afar if you can't penetrate. They've already taken 2 shots. They've already taken 2 shots at goal, but all comfortable for Fabio, and they would like to be very comfortable. But Ellie,
look, the Thomas Partey issue. Just to clarify, he's been here for 5 years.
5 years. For 4+ years.
Honestly, for me, the way I see this thing is, there's no one wrong and there's no one right. Everyone is just fighting for what makes sense to them. I understand when Thomas Partey and his camp are coming from, and I understand where Arsenal and his camp are coming from. When he was leaving Atletico, it was never about the money. It was about the percentage his agent will get.
Yeah,
Atletico wanted to give his agent 3%. He wanted his agent to get 10% like every other agent.
Yeah.
For this scenario, I think it's a bit different in that Arsenal are, I don't know, I think they are keeping him, they are giving a little bit of an increase on what he, and you see, here is Arsenal assessing a 5-year contract of a 5-year stay of a player who has only started 57% of their games, has only been fully fit for 1 season out of the 5 seasons. A decision has been made to gradually phase him out of the first 11 and make him the experienced head on the bench, which is in no mean a demeaning role.
Yeah.
Jorginho did that for Arsenal for the last 2 seasons, and he did a good job at that. So the plan going into next season was to have Zubimendi gradually phase into the starting 11 and adapt to the game of to the Arsenal game. It was a perfect strategy by Mikel Arteta. But here is a Thomas Partey too, who is thinking at age 32, this is my last major contract I'm getting. This might even be my last chance of playing at a top level in Europe. So of course he's going to try to get as much as he can get.
I agree.
Yeah.
But so you see, Arteta is looking at it from a footballing point of view.
Long
The Arsenal board is looking at it from a business point, from business.
I mean, with the way Partey is important,
Yes.
don't you think?
No, you see,
It should be the football before the business.
The ideal move was what Mikel Arteta. That was the best solution to put Zubimendi, because if you watch a player who is 32 years, he cannot guarantee you fitness. In 5 years, he's only guaranteed you 1 fit season. You buy someone, a younger version of him, who has the potential to be even better. He might not be better right now, but has the potential to be even better than him. So it's like Arsenal are moving into the future in that position with Zubimendi, but they still want to keep Partey because they recognize Partey's importance to the team and the quality he possesses. You get me? Yeah. And for those who keep saying Arsenal have been unfair to Thomas Partey, Mikel Arteta, look, I can tell you for a fact, based on what I know, there has Thomas Partey will never get a manager. And I'm repeating myself, he will never get a manager who has been fair to him than Mikel Arteta
has been.
In the last 3 years, Thomas Partey would never get a manager who has shown him belief or has stuck with him like Mikel Arteta has.
Very true.
So that talk of, and I saw people going at Mikel, he's the reason Partey is going, he's being, look, is an absolute lie. Arteta has loved this guy. He has used him. He has stuck with him even when critics have asked him to drop him. Even when he signed a £105 million player, he has still found a way to put him in it. You remember when Declan Rice came at first and he was playing as a 6? Yeah. He still put Partey as a right back, inverting into the midfield because he recognizes his importance to the team and he wanted to fix him in the team. You understand? So it's not a case of Mikel Arteta sacking him from the team. No. If Arteta didn't want him, he wouldn't have even increased his salary. You understand? So for me as a fan and as a Ghanaian, with that, honestly, I'm being biased about this situation because of the Ghanaian factor.
Yeah,
I want to see him stay at Arsenal. Regardless, even ignoring the import his quality as a player and everything, I want to see him as an Arsenal because of the Ghanaian factor alone. So it's actually hit me. And as an Arsenal fan, I ask myself this question: every move we make in this transfer window is supposed to make us a better team and to take us closer to the Premier League title. For once in this transfer window, every move we've made so far has been good. Signing Zubimendi, signing Kepa, they've all been good moves. They've upgraded certain departments of the team.
For number 9,
but they've upgraded, and you see that and before this Partey transfer news, every discussion around Arsenal has been positive in this transfer window. There are things you want to hear, even though they've not been moving fast, but you want to hear Arsenal linked to a striker. We are linked to 2 of the best strikers around who all want to come to Arsenal.
And now is it switching there?
Exactly. We are linked to a winger who I dare say is even more important than a striker.
That's easy. Are you okay with
a left winger is even more important than a striker. So you see, every news, this Partey news is the only like demoralizing news we've heard this summer. And from what I'm hearing, the club. At first, I was really annoyed because emotions came into play, and I wanted the player to stay. But you sit back and you analyze it. You read more, and you hear what has gone on. This is a player the club actually tried to get him to stay, but maybe he has other plans. So yeah, we've downgraded in that position because you lose Jorginho and Partey. These are two top class players. You lose them, and you bring in Zubimendi and Norgard. Norgard, I understand the transfer. He's a cheaper option as cover. As he's going to be the third option as a DM.
But Ellie, don't you think this truncates the growth of Arsenal? They've been quite stagnant for a while. Don't you think that introducing somebody new is a gamble? What if he doesn't give Declan Rice that liberty? And then the whole system will have to be altered to accommodate Norgard.
You see, it's a gamble. That is why you wanted to keep Partey as the insurance. You understand? So now Partey has left. And from what I'm even hearing, Arsenal even wanted to keep Jorginho.
Yeah, he left.
They didn't want to lose both of them in the same window. And it's what I've been preaching since January. You can't lose these two players in the same window.
Yeah.
Because you need that experienced head. I watched the games Jorginho played.
Yeah.
Look, one moment I'll always respect Jorginho for is last season, the fourth game of the season against Tottenham Hotspur. He hadn't played a minute since the season started. Then we go into the game against Tottenham. Declan Rice has a red card. He can't play. Odegaard is injured. He can't play. So we are short in midfield. Jorginho needs to come in. He comes in, plays 90 minutes, and absolutely bosses the game. You can't get that from any youngster in the world. You can't get that from most 50 million pound signings on the
is a quality player.
You understand? You see that you see, and it's not even the quality alone, but the experience and the mental, the ability to come into the game and just drop that play 90 minutes and just drop that world class performance and go back to sit on the bench. Don't complain. No, don't ask for anything, and just be the leader in the dressing room. You see, you can't get that from anywhere, and that's why I'm saying to lose that experienced head, you need someone to replace it.
Yeah,
and I understand that's why I kind of understand the Norgard profile. In that you need the experience head. Norgard being captain of Burnley for so long has that leadership quality you need. He's going to bring that to the team. You understand? So for me, in that regard, I understand the Norgard signing, but still, if you are going from the original plan of having Zubimendi Partey to having Zubimendi Norgard, is a bit demoralizing, but it's a long summer. There's still news to come to us now, so I feel other transfers that will happen are going to negate the feeling Arsenal fans are feeling right now.
Yeah, sure.
But it's not as bad as people are making it to look. And I want to just say, this is not one where you can bash Mikel Arteta to say he hasn't been fair to the look. And I'm repeating it again. Thomas Partey in his career, if he's honest with himself, wherever he is right now, in Marbella, I heard this in Marbella right now. If he's honest with himself, he can sit down wherever he is right now and reminisce on his career since he left the Youth, like he said in a Barcelona jersey.
He can't say
he can't say he has had a coach who has been fairer to him than Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, sure.
So that talk that has been going around Ghanaian media, pushed by certain elements in Ghanaian media who have not been following very well. Let's cut that talk. Let's stop that talk. Let's stop that talk immediately.
It's not foul. Go.
Thomas Partey, Arteta has been more than fair to Thomas Partey.